the fabulous Aisling B. Lovely entrance. Aisling, it's lovely to have you here. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thanks, Jonathan.
I follow you on Instagram, and Aisling is often talking about recycling, upcycling and buying second-hand clothes.
Yes, yes.
And I'm thinking your wardrobe must stink, because you seem to only have charity shop clothes in there.
I love the idea that someone has died in something before I've worn it.
Where do you stand on synthetic lucky pants?
Synthetic lucky pants, as long as you reuse, recycle, rewear, inside out, you know, like Peter does.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do.
Do you have, like, lucky socks and lucky...
I did. It got to the stage in football where it got a bit silly. I had superstitions for everything. I just had to knock it on the head and stop doing it.
What was your biggest superstition?
The ones I ended up carrying on doing was when I come out on the pitch, I would tie my right bootlace up every time and then do the handshake and then jump for a header and then clap the crowd.
And is that only for football, or would you do that before, like...
No, only football,
making love, or...
No.
Okay, Let's go. Sorry, that was completely inappropriate.
Are you a superstitious person then? Is that what you're asking? I can't imagine you're a superstitious person.
Yeah, I suppose I am.
Are you?
Yeah, I think I was brought up Catholic, so even if you decide to sort of get rid of that, it always stay... Like, I have crystals in my bra right now.
Wow.
Just in case.
In case of what?
I don't know. Just, like, to be like, oh, maybe you'll be super sassy when you go out on the couch or something. But I think we can now say that
have you really...
crystals don't work.
Have you really got crystals in your bra?
Yeah, this was yeah. I just would always put like a little. I mean, just in case. Yeah. I hope. Oh, you know when you've done something, you're like, I'm gonna become a meme. I just know I'm about to become a meme. Like, whoa. I do remember one time, because I'd always put them in my bra for a gig, just to make sure the gig would go well, rather than relying on work and craft. And I remember going back from one gig, and because I live on my own, thinking there was a robber in the house, because I took off my bra and I heard dun-dun, and I was like... But it was just the crystals falling onto the ground, and I thought there was a robber in the house. I remember that. You're a very serious person otherwise.
So, Aisling has a new show. She's got 2 sitcoms out at the moment. Let's talk about the one called Living With Yourself. It's on Netflix.
Yes.
And you co-star with Paul Rudd.
Yes.
Well, yeah, he co-stars with himself as well,
Yeah.
of course. It's a wild premise for this show. What's it about? How do you explain this in a short soundbite?
So, basically, myself and Paul are a couple who are going through a bit of a bad patch, and he gets this tip-off that there's this spa that you can go to, which will sort of be an automatic fix for yourself. And then he decides to go to this spa to fix himself. And he's about to go in, and Tom Brady comes out, and he's like, well, if Tom Brady, who's a big American sports star, is going into this place, maybe it works.
It'd be like going in England and David Beckham walks out.
No, Peter Crouch comes out. You know. And so he goes in and he wakes up feeling fantastic. What he doesn't realise is this place actually clones people and then murders the original and lets the clone live a life. But they don't murder him well enough. So suddenly he wakes up in a grave and there's 2 of him in existence.
And now there's a sex scene between the 2 of you, which I believe was quite awkward.
Well, yeah, it's because people are always like, oh, must that be quite erotic doing a sex scene? And it's not, it's like, basically, when you do a sex scene, you have to sort of position yourself and do all your light bits and bobs and sort of, you know, put your legs in the right places so the camera can get you. And then there's like 6 or 8 people, 1 person with the sound equipment and stuff like that hanging over you. So you're it's more like a sort of odd dance move.
Yeah.
But also, as men, they kind of cover you up with like a sort of odd sock to make sure nothing, you know, comes out, oh my God. No, appears is probably a better use.
So you basically know that area, you don't see the bits.
Exactly. And it's sort of to protect your dignity, but it's almost like, you know, in those crime documentaries where they blur out someone's face, but you can still see what their face looks like.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. And they do the same thing with, like, your nipples, is that, like, they put 2 kind of, like, looks like almost like chicken fillets, like, stuck to your nipple. eyeballs and like, oh, she's not naked now. We'd
Yeah.
never know what's behind that. The mystery. And they do stick on quite well because they're completely adhesive. But for some reason, like mine would stay on for an hour and then honestly, it was like magic in a weird way. As soon as they go action, they just go pat and just fall off. And I don't know if I was pretending to be cool, but my nipples were sweaty, and they got nervous, or, you know, or they were like, me, show me. They both fall off. And the first time or the second time, I was like, oh my God. And Jim, the cameraman, went, no, like that. Which is not the reaction I wanted to hear at all. Even if it was supposed to be respectful. And that was the first time. So the second time, we put talcum on, and we really were like, these will stay on.
Yeah.
Or like almost like, and we were doing more of an improvised scene. And we only had sort of one long take of the improvised scene. And again, all the people were there. And then suddenly Paul's like, no, again. And I'm like, this is completely the wrong reaction to always hear no every time. And he just went, ah, like that, and held on to them for ages because there were so many men with cameras, so out of dignity. And then we spent the rest of the sex scene half doing the scene and half doing that to try and see if we could find where they were the whole time. And then there's the scene in it which is improvised where I'm like, no, move them like not like two oranges, but like you're making scones. And then after the scene was finished, they called cut, and they were both on my arse cheek. They managed to make their way around.
They've migrated.
Yeah, migrated like 2 nicotine patches. You know, very odd. Yeah, but odd.
Pete, have you done any acting, either nude or otherwise?
Nude
No,
acting, Peter?
nothing nude. No, nothing nude. I've
Have
done
you-
a couple of adverts that have been around.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that f***ing advert. That's so
really
annoying.
good, though.
It's so
Thank you.
annoying. isn't it?
Honestly,
brilliant.
coming from an actress, you know, she said backstage
Yeah,
I
but
was
it's
really,
annoying,
really good.
isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't even know what city I'm in. London, mate.
I think he's great.
You are such an arse licker tonight.
Honestly, it's really hard. I remember I did this soap once before, and so it's hard. It's easier to do a big dramatic scene than to walk into going, "Hiya, can I have a packet of chips, please?" So when you come in, you're like, "All right, I want to change my contract." You know, that's harder to do.
Ashling, I'll be the agent.
Yeah.
No, not that kind
not
of
that
contract.
It's really hard to do, so well done.
Thank you very, very much.
Yeah.
I feel like you're taking the piss out of me. a
I
little bit.
really am.
Thank you very much.
Ashling, I like you in the Paul Rudd thing, but I really enjoyed you in This Way Up.
Oh, thank
which
you
you
very much.
wrote as well, didn't you?
Yes, so This Way Up came out in August, and that's a show I wrote and I'm in with Sharon Horgan.
And you and Sharon Hogan, you play sisters in it. And it's a
Yeah.
real kind of, you can see, I mean, I guess you're really close friends in real life, are you?
Yes, we are.
And your sister, your real-life sister, works in the
Yes.
business as well.
So Sinead, my sister Sinead Cadow, designed the costumes for the show. She's an amazing costume designer. Oh, there she is. She will kill me for that photo coming up. But yeah, Sinead, my real sister, designed the costumes, and Sharon only had 2 weeks to shoot the show, so we did all of her scenes in 2 weeks. And I was so sad when she wrapped. And I remember saying to Sharon, "Oh God, I'm going to miss you so much. I feel like I'm losing a sister." And Sinead was right behind me, and she was like, "I'm still here." You are still here.
It's lovely to have you on the show. Thank you so much for coming back on.
Thanks a million for having me here, Jonathan.
OK. That is quite weird. You go into that weird thing.
Yeah, this business.
It's great to have you on the show, though. I really love having you on.
Thank you very much, Jonathan. I love being
No,
here.
you've got to try and... It's got to
What do you want?
I was being sincere.
I
and
was
then-
as
No,
well.
it doesn't look like you are. It looks like you're as bad as he is in his terrible
Okay,
advert.
here we go. Okay, here we go.
I'll give you the...
No, give me a second. Jonathan, can I just say that being on this show and you giving me a platform with which to promote my work and myself and being so kind has changed my life.
I'm quite emotional. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I thought the Kestrel... Thank you. Ashling B, ladies and gentlemen. What a finish. What a finish. Amazing.